All right, we move on to sports news. Here's Olumide Macaulay. Olumide.
Thank you, Gemma. Welcome to Sports News. Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola has charged administrators of African football to emulate how the sport is managed in Europe. During the official presentation of the Champions League trophy at the State House in Alausa, he urged CAF to use football to create employment opportunities and take kids off the streets. Sports correspondent Austin Okonakpan reports.
Heineken's Trophy Tour ambassador Ruth Hullit, Nigerian Breweries marketing director Walter Drent, former Super Eagles players Austin J.J. Okocha and Sunday Olise at the official presentation of the UEFA Champions League trophy to Governor Babatunde Fashola. The trophy, dressed in black, will not be unveiled until the host governor arrives. Just when talks on this year's UEFA Champions League were getting intense, a smiling Governor Fashola walked in and directed his first shot at Hullit.
Where did you keep the locks?
Yes, everybody says. Walter Drent explained the essence of bringing the trophy to Lagos and handed over the mic to Hullit, who didn't hesitate to show off his sense of humor.
Before I started, I want to introduce to you some Nigerian players.
After the comedy skit, he proceeded to unveil the Champions League trophy.
Okay. Yes, here it is.
Governor Fashola, who disclosed it is the second time he's seen the trophy, had just one request for the Champions League winner and the Heineken team.
I hope that the inspirational purpose will be served. I was asking the Honorable Commissioner for Sports if it was possible to let school kids, before the cup leaves, make contact, because I think it is more defining for them. And if it is possible, I know that he's told me that the program is short, but it would be more defining if there was a center, maybe in the stadium, we could bring some kids in and let them really feel this cup.
Last month, it was in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It will stay in Lagos for 3 days before heading to Vietnam's Ho Chi Minh City in April. Austin Okonakpan, Channels Television News.
Finally, the league management company, LMC, has announced the immediate suspension of all matches in Maiduguri until further notice owing to insecurity in the Borno state capital. The suspension order was contained in a statement from the office of the chairman of the league governing body, which cited the current security intelligence as the reason for the decision. It means the match day 2 encounter between El Kanemi Warriors and Abia Warriors scheduled for Sunday has been put on hold. El Kanemi will now play their home matches in Kano. That's it on Sports News. The News at 10 continues shortly.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
On the foreign scene now, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says the country will respect the will of the people of Crimea ahead of Sunday's referendum in the region. Here's Cynthia Are with more.
Mr. Kerry told his counterpart Sergei Lavrov that the referendum and Russia's military intervention in Crimea could trigger concerted U.S. and EU sanctions. He earlier warned of very serious steps if Russia annexes the region. During an emergency meeting of the Security Council, Moscow's ambassador to the UN defended the right of Crimea, which is predominantly ethnic Russian, to decide whether or not to join the Russian Federation. Plus, the U.S. has sent surveillance teams to the Indian Ocean to help search for the missing Malaysian plane after claims emerged that it may have flown for longer than investigators had thought. Then a former South African police officer has said he was furious when 2 of Oscar Pistorius' watches went missing from the crime scene. Colonel Shumbi van Rensburg told the murder trial he ordered his officers to be body searched for the expensive watches, but they were not found. Also today, a court in India has found 3 people guilty in connection with the rape of a Catholic nun in Orissa State back in 2008. The nun was raped by a Hindu mob in Kandhamal district days after riots between Hindus and Christians there. Finally, a French court has ordered a news website to remove the recordings of secretly taped conversations of Nicolas Sarkozy during his time as president. Judges also sentenced a former aide to pay damages for making the recordings, some of which involved Mr. Sarkozy's wife, Carla Bruni. The couple took legal action after the audio appeared on Atlantico's website. And those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
Well, thanks a lot, Cynthia. Now, popular movie maker Kunle Afolayan has explained why he lashed out on Facebook last week. Mayowa Ogundele tells us more.
On entertainment news tonight, Nigerian filmmaker Kunle Afolayan has revealed that he has no intention of abandoning Nigeria, even after his viral Facebook rant about his frustration in the country.
Hello, do you speak English?
The multiple award-winning actor cum director revealed that his tirade on the government on Facebook was an expression of how he felt at that moment.
I woke up that day and I like, look, am I the only one making film in this country? Why is, you know, it was just, I was just frustrated. I was just pouring out and I was just trying to speak for, you know, millions of other Nigerians who really don't have that voice. You know, that was exactly how I felt that day, and I just had to write. I didn't know it was going to go viral.
Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie has won the U.S. National Critics Book Prize for her novel, Americana. The book tells the story of a Nigerian woman who moves to the U.S. to pursue a college education. In 2008, a second novel, Half of a Yellow Sun, won the UK's Orange Prize and has since been adopted into a movie starring Academy Awards nominated Chiwetel Ejiofor and directed by B.E. Bandele. Popular radio personality and actor Steve Ono, popularly known as Yor, has shared behind-the-scenes photos from his upcoming production, The Street. The Street is centered on memorable events in Nigeria from January 2013 to February 2014, depicted in rhythm and style. It will also feature comedian Julius Agu, rapper M.I., raving singers KC and Inyaya, amongst others. In a related story, Nollywood superstars Kate Henshaw and Joseph Benjamin are currently on the set of a new movie entitled A Few Good Men. The movie, which also stars Uru Eke and Oluchi Onogo, is being directed by Ejiro Onobrakpo. On to new music now. Dynamic duo Skooky has released a new music video titled Forward Ever. The mid-tempo song with catchy chorus was shot in Johannesburg, South Africa and directed by Clarence Peters with cameo appearances from South African-based Nigerian rapper MEG TTL of Rands and Nairas, A-Top of Team Talk Less and South African sensational singer AB Crazy. Well, those are the stories on entertainment. The main news continues shortly.
Thanks a lot, Mayowa. And the main news again. Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, again came under heavy attack from insurgents today. Giwa Army Barracks not spared. The defense headquarters has claimed that the military repelled the multi-pronged offensive by the insurgents in Maiduguri. The Nigerian Governors Forum retreat in Lagos has given a roadmap to Nigeria's anti-corruption fight, agriculture and education development. And Russia has said it will respect Crimea's vote in Sunday's planned referendum. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for staying with us. Coming up is Metrofile, and after that will be Focus on Africa and Idroma. After you enjoy your weekend. Good night.